Hi, I'm Kobe here with Varsity Sports, here with Coach Pooney here. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. It's awesome.
All right, Coach, the first question I have for you is Crusaders quarterback has just been insane to start the season. 19 touchdowns, 1,248 passing yards. How do you plan to contain him tonight?
Well, the plan is we faced the same type of quarterback last week with Canyon View. So our plan is we got to put some pressure on him, make sure he gets rid of the ball quick. We don't want him standing back there and giving him some time because he'll pick our defense apart. So plan is to put a little bit of pressure on him so, we can get that ball out of his hands quick.
Indeed. My next question for you, Coach, you guys have had a great 5-0 start to start this season, but what's one thing you guys think you can improve on as a squad coming into this matchup?
The biggest thing is, we got some guys we're still shuffling around to put them in the best position possible for us. So it's mainly, competition every day with these guys and making sure we got the right personnel on the field at the right time. So, the biggest thing these last 5 games is to make sure now we played the first 5 games is trying to find the right guys at the right time on the field to give us, especially our starters, some rest. So,
thank you, Coach, so much for your time, and good luck tonight.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Thank you. And then, Coach, is there any way we can...
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity...
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Hi Varsity Sports fans, this is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime where we break down different highlights from sports locally or otherwise, so plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content, of course, high school football, and maybe some professional stuff such as NFL highlights from the previous week.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Buckeye Union High School in beautiful Buckeye, Arizona. I'm your play-by-play announcer tonight, Lucas Metzner, Joining myself in the booth, my color analyst, Kobe Van Noort. Kobe, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. Very excited for some football on a Friday night.
There's going to be some key matchups to watch, especially starting with the visiting Northwestern Christian Crusaders. Their quarterback, Evan Tarasenko, is on fire. He's already thrown for 1,248 yards. He's got a 66.4 completion percentage, 19 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 rushing touchdown. Tarasenko, true dual threat. Kobe, what are your thoughts coming in? How is Buckeye going to stop him?
Well, I talked to the Buckeye coach before the game started, Coach Ellis, and I mean, his biggest keys to the game were just being able to contain Evan. I mean, being able to bring the defense rushing on, doing what they need to do, but honestly, the biggest key to the game is slowing down the pass game.
And on the other side, wide receiver Darius Haskin for the Buckeye Hawks. He's a dual threat. He can catch the ball or he can run it. He's got 31 receptions for 471 yards, 8 receiving touchdowns, and he's got 11 carries for 233 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and 1 game with over 100 yards rushing. How does Northwest Christian slow him down?
That's going to be the question today. I mean, he has been amazing, so I'm really interested to see how this one finishes out.
About ready to kick things underway here, and it's a squib kick. Little bit of a surprise, but recovered by the Hawks. And just taking a knee that time, number 11, Chronicles Jones. So decent field position for the Buckeyes here to begin this one, as the Crusaders elect to kick it short, maybe catch the Hawks off by surprise. It'll be interesting to see how the Hawks will line up tonight. They're going to start with 4 wide receivers in the pistol, 3 to the top of your screen. Handoff up the middle, and he's met by a few linebackers, but a solid gain of about 4 yards right there.
Yeah, good little run right up the middle there. Was able to break kind of a tackle there, push across for 4 more yards.
Running back Shamar Parker with that carry, that's his 58th carry, and he's got 314 yards on the season, 6 rushing touchdowns, and 1 game over 100 yards rushing. 2-by-2 look for the Buckeyes here. Snap taken, quick throw, and incomplete. It was wide that time, looking for his target, Davon Stander.
Yeah, he was trying to get him on a little screen right there, tried to find him open right. He was open, but just kind of missed him to the left a little bit there. Want to see that cleaned up going into this game for sure. Those quick and easy passes definitely should be, 5 or 6 yards in that play.
Zachary Bennett here facing a 3rd and 6. Buckeyes looking to avoid the early 3 and out. Bennett, 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Bennett looks to his left, and that time broken up by Anthony Gonzalez. Great coverage right there, stopping the hitch route.
Yeah, Xavier Scott was the intended receiver on that one. I mean, he was able to get himself open a little bit, but just right off the hands there. Not what you want to see. Early 3 and out now for this Buckeye offense.
So the Buckeye offense only musters up 4 yards. And barring a fake here, we are going to get our first look at the ever-dangerous Evan Tarasenko. Buckeye is able to get the punt away. It's a nice high kick, and it's going to be fair caught right around the 24-yard line. That's Gunnar Penscover making the return catch right there, and the Crusaders will have decent position.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this offense looks. I mean, 19 passing touchdowns in 5 games. I mean, that's amazing.
That's electric. And if you count his 1 rushing touchdown, that's 20 total touchdowns in 5 games. He's averaging 4 touchdowns a game. He is making this offense work. That is for sure. The Crusaders lining up in a similar pistol formation, 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen once again. Tarasenko snaps and just hands it off right away, up the middle, and the line will push him forward for about 4 yards.
Yeah, on the rush right there, Ben Luters, I mean, just solid run up the middle, not able to get anything going right there. Good defensive line stop for this Buckeye defense.
Ben Luters with over 400 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns coming into this one. Tarasenko looks to the sideline for the signal, and now the play is on. Same formation, Tarasenko give. It's a stretch play, makes a nice cut, and Ben Luters picks up a first down and more for the Crusaders.
Just a beautiful run right there. He's able to find the hole and then some. Able to get the first down in this game so far.
Credit to the offensive line getting out to their positions, and the Crusaders electing to go hurry up here. Tarasenko fakes it. It's a screen pass, caught, makes a man miss, and the tackle finally made by Ted Scow. On the reception that time was Cole Martin.
Speed it up a little bit there. I like the thinking right there. Just couldn't find anything open. Good job by that Buckeye defense to be able to recognize that and adjust.
Got a lot of scary receivers in this Crusaders offense that we will talk about throughout the broadcast tonight. So Tarasenko's got a lot of weapons. Looks to the sideline again. Maybe potentially going with that hard count, see if he can get free yards. But this time drops back. It's getting rushed quickly, and that one batted at the line. Defenders got there right away. Looked to be a screen pass.
Yeah, I mean, that was great defense right there. They read the play. They saw where he wanted to go with it and just able to get a good stop right there. A big stop for him.
Shout out to the defensive line coach of the Hawks, teaching his guys get their big hands up there, and good things can happen, disrupting the play that time. 3rd and 9. Tarasenko takes the snap. It is a screen. Caught. Trying to push his way forward is Gunnar Penskover, but he will end up just short, and an interesting decision now for the Crusaders, 4th and 3.
You're kind of in no man's land with this play right here. I like the idea. They got a good screen play, able to get a good amount of yardage on that play, but yeah, it's not enough, and are they willing to try it again? Are they willing to give it one more shot, especially where they are right now?
Coach David Innes confident in his squad to pick it up here. So 4th and 3 for the Crusaders, and a full house formation here. 3 running backs in the backfield. Another fake snap, looking to the sideline. Formation gets adjusted a little bit. And it looked like the Crusaders were going for a quick punt, but right there, Gunnar Penskover moved early, didn't quite get the memo. Could have been a fake play for a punt, but now they're just going to go on and show punt with the penalty.
Yeah, it seemed like they were trying to get him to jump or something like that, but just when your receivers weren't on board with that, it just didn't really go as well as they wanted to.
So both defenses stepping up here. Crusaders forced to punt. A little bit of a high snap, but plenty of time. And it's a decent kick. Going to get a Crusaders bounce inside the 20-yard line and roll out at about the 15.
Really impressive punt right there. I think we've seen a lot of punters in high school football. It's a tough position to play. I mean, you gotta really understand where you are in the field, how hard you gotta kick, and it's always impressive to be able to see a guy in high school who can kick it and choose where they want to put that ball.
And special teams, such an underrated part of the game at all levels, but especially in high school. We have seen games be decided by the special teams play of other schools this game, so we'll see how the special teams will continue to play a factor. Hawks got a long way to go, 85 yards to the end zone, as Zachary Bennett lines up in the shotgun once more. Bennett drops back to throw, evades the pressure, and he's going to take off himself, and he'll just slide there after a gain of 3 or 4.
His guy's going on a little bit of a deeper route right there, but just couldn't find anyone early. Felt like he was getting crashed on. Impressive to be able to get a couple yards out of that, honestly.
Smart decision to just tuck it and run, get the yardage you can, instead of potentially taking a sack, incompletion, or even worse. So 2nd and about 7 here. Buckeye continuing to line up in the spread. Another 3-by-1 formation, 3 receivers bottom of your screen, and it's a quick handoff up the middle to Shamar Parker, who will get maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to this Northwest Christian defensive line so far. They have closed up the holes in the 2 rushes that Shamir's tried to pull off. Shamar, I apologize.
So 3rd and medium here, deep in their own territory. No first downs for the Hawks yet. It'll be important for them to do what they can to pick up this one. 2-by-2 formation in the shotgun. Bennett snaps, drops back to throw right away. Looks deep over the middle, and just out of the reach of Davon Standard.
I mean, I like the thinking there. Ted Scout, Anthony Gonzalez was the defensive back on that play. He had him beat Davon Standard, but just could not get the throw right to him where he wanted it. But I like the thought on that play.
Buckeye forced to punt once again. 2 5-0 teams with talented offensive players, but it's the defense is shining so far in this one. Snap is good, and the punt's away. This one's a really high kick, and just kind of dies after about 20 net yardage. We'll see how that plays a factor right there. Not the ideal punt he wanted. A lot of hang time, not a lot of distance, and the Crusaders are going to have nice field position.
We were talking about how important special teams is. I mean, this is a great point of it. It is a tough position to play, and being able to punt the ball, that's a tough situation for them, but it can completely turn the game around for the good or for the bad.
Tarasenko leads the offense out once again. Pistol with his running back right behind him. Sends a man in motion to the left. And just a quick stretch play. Ben Luter's looking for room, but he won't have any. A great tackle made by Egypt Bandit.
Yeah, these defensive lines so far in this game have just been electric on the run. The run has not been stopped on either side, or has been stopped on both sides.
Absolutely. These guys are relentless. The defensive lines are playing extremely gap-sound football right now. It's very nice fundamentals that are going to make a defensive coach smile. Tarasenko in the pistol once again. Drops back to throw, rolls out to his right, evades pressure, and just tucks it himself and tries to bowl over a man, but a tackle made that time by number 5, Ted Scout.
Ted Scout, I mean, he is that leader of the defense. 6 interceptions, I believe, so far this season, and just completely read Tarasenko on that play. Had him, knew where he was going with it, and was able to get him a stop.
3rd and 11 here. Tarasenko with 2 receivers to each side, drops back, looks over the middle, fired, and incomplete low. Seems like he had a man that time. Intended target was Marshall Gillette.
Good pressure that right there from Chance Flippo of the Buckeye Hawks. Brought it very, very quickly and gave Tarasenko almost no time to throw that ball.
Now they're kind of in between decision. It's 4th and long. It's too long to kick a field goal, but it appears too short to be a definite punt. We saw Tarasenko drop back. He is listed as the punter as well, so he could do a quick kick if he so pleases. 3 wide receivers to his right on the top of your screen. Takes the snap, rolls out to the right, looking, fires, and it's broken up. The Buckeye Hawks turnover on downs.
And that ball right there, in and out of the hands of Lasagna Kita right there. Really good play from the, really good drive actually from the Buckeyes defense, and that'll bring that offense right back on.
-1 total yards on those 3 plays. So great job by the Buckeye defense to push them back. So that punt does not come back to bite them yet, as the defense makes a nice stand, and they are in decent field positions themselves. Bennett takes the snap, hands off. Got a lane to the left side and tackled after about 3 or 4 yards.
The run game, I know I said it earlier, but it has not been working on either side of the ball. These defensive lines have come strapped and ready to go.
That time, Ali Mohammadi with the carry. Decent running room. So a gain of 4, not bad. But have not seen any breakout runs. Just stuff within 4 or 5 yards. Bennett snaps it again. Another give. And a good push by the offensive line to make it close. Going to be 3rd and a yard. And once again, they give that carry to Ali Mohammadi.
Seems like a little bit of a mixed backfield early after some struggles maybe earlier. Curious what that's about, but yeah, two solid runs, 4 yards each. You can do that every play, you're gonna score a touchdown.
3rd and just a yard. Bennett takes the snap, hands off. It's gonna be close. The tackle was made by Freddie Ray Martinez. Let's see what the officials spot here. And they will give him the yard. And the first down necessary. Chains are a little slow to move here, but the referee signaled it is indeed a first down.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there on the sidelines, but 3 good runs up the middle, able to get exactly what they need. And maybe that'll be a possibility of what we'll see for the rest of this drive.
Good momentum. Hawks like to establish the run and run the football. Bennett takes the snap, drops back to throw, quick pass, and drop that time. Couldn't haul it in. His intended target, Xavier Scott.
Got the ball right to him there, just hate to see that. Had the route, was open, just kind of bounced right out of his hands right there.
Good route running though, for sure. The timing looked good, so that at least gives Bennett some confidence that his throw timing and throw windows are good. Unable to make the catch, and now the Hawks face 2nd and 10. Bennett takes the snap, fakes the give one way and gives it the other. Little counter play that time for Ali Mohammadi once again. He'll gain about 3 yards. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Had the defense fooled. Was surprised he wasn't able to get more out of that, but just had kind of the whole defensive line shifting to the left, faked it off, and that was a very good run right there. Very good play call.
Buckeye is enjoying 2 potential running backs to be able to share the carries, as running off to the sideline is Shamar Parker. 3rd down back in the game for the Hawks. Bennett drops back to throw and rolls out to his right, sets his feet, finds his target, has the man caught near the marker. That time making the catch is Salvador Castro, but he will be just short. Interesting decision on 4th and 2. Looks like the Hawks are going to hurry up and go for it.
Great pass right there. Yeah, just not enough on that play right there, but yeah, again, same thing. In no man's land, gotta go for it.
First time we've seen Zachary Bennett under center all night. Looks to the sideline for the signal. And moves back into the shotgun. Split wide receivers 2 by 2. Bennett takes the snap, looking for a quick throw, throws it out there, and incomplete. Looking for his man, Salvador Castro, once again, and in coverage was Marshall Gillette.
That was good defense right there. Thought he could try to find him open. It kind of seemed like that play was premeditated. He was going to go to him no matter what, but regardless, just couldn't really get it there, couldn't really get it over his head, and that's an unfortunate turnover on downs.
You know what to do.
So the Hawks turnover on downs. As you just said, it was a premeditated throw. He was thrown to that spot no matter what. Here comes Tarasenko, sends a man in motion, bubble motion here. Gives the handoff to Looters, and Looters pushes forward for 5 or 6 quick yards.
Strong offensive run right there, just kind of bullying through right there and setting him up for a very good 2nd and short.
Haven't seen a lot of outside runs today, a lot of running between the tackles. Running back's been doing a good job putting their shoulder down and hitting the hole. Tarasenko again gives it to Looters, lowers his shoulder, and stopped after a yard or 2. The tackle made that time by Cohen Scott.
Yeah, good run up the middle. Trying to see if it's going to be enough for a first year. It will not. Just not enough yardage on that play.
Could call this one 3rd and inches, 3rd and a yard. Northwest Christian has been liking the pistol formation today. And with the explosive weapons they have, it seems to be a formation that's working. Tarasenko right up the middle, and Luter's got it. Tackle is made by number 5, Ted Scow once again, but Northwest Christian establishing the run themselves that time.
That push up the middle seeming to be a lot more success now than that we saw in their previous drives.
Tarasenko gives it to Luters once again, and Luters is just moving at his own will right now. That one goes for 11, and another Crusaders first down.
You know, we talked about how impressive the defensive line has been so far for Buckeye, but the defensive line has not done so much of a good job in stopping this run right now up the middle. They're not closing that hole.
High snap, but Tarasenko able to get it, and here goes Luters. No one's gonna catch him. Touchdown, Crusaders.
And just like we had talked about, that hole opening up right there, I mean, he found clear space. No one behind him, no one in front of him. Clear touchdown right there.
I mean, that is about as good as it gets from the offensive line, using the pistol formation, the extra blocker, the motion to throw him off. But good job to all 5 members of that offensive line, clearing the way, made for a semi-truck. Extra point is up and good, and the Northwest Christian Crusaders are holding a 7-0 lead early here in this one. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back when the action returns. Welcome back to the action here, folks, at Buckeye Union High School in beautiful Buckeye, Arizona. The Northwestern Christian Crusaders up 7-0 after a touchdown run by Ben Luters. Hawks set to get the football once again. It's a long kick this time, and hauled in around the 10-yard line. Good return, makes a cut through the middle, and finally wrapped up. That time on the return, it was Salvador Castro.
Salvador Castro is a very speedy threat for this Buckeye offense. Very curious to see how he's used in the rest of the game. He has that one catch so far, but they like to use him as that speed threat.
Absolutely. As well as we haven't seen much from number 3, Darius Haskin, yet for the Buckeyes. Wonder if they're going to get him involved right now.
Bro, so sorry how late
So 1st and 10 from the 25. Trip wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Bennett takes the snap and just hands off right away. Pushing his way through the middle was Shamar Parker.
Didn't really find much space on that play right there. Seen some success on that so far today, but yeah, that one just kind of crushed right before anything could get started.
Still a solid gain. Good job by Parker to lower his shoulder and get the yards. Second and about 7 here. More trips for the Hawks. Bennett takes the snap, rolls out to the right immediately, launches, and almost had his man incomplete. Tough window there, intended for Davon Standard.
A really good defense on that play from Northwest Christian. They kind of closed that hole with 2 guys coming from 2 different angles. And yeah, like you said, a very, very tough window to try to fit right there.
Ball was right on the sideline, and Decent looking throw, but very, very tough window to complete, as you got to get the feet in bounce and throw it high enough to go over the defender, but low enough to be catchable. It's going to be third and medium. Hawks need to get something going here. Bennett takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking, throws it outside and out of bounds, incomplete. Little bit of a miscommunication right there. Did target Darius Haskin, but the Hawks forced a punt.
Yeah, it seems like you wanted Darius Haskin maybe on a curl route there, but just didn't throw it where he was. Kind of miscommunication on that play, and an unfortunate turnover on downs.
Out to do the punting duties is Egypt Bandon. And to return, the dangerous gunner Penscover. This one, a great kick. Penscover signals for the fair catch and makes it at about the 33-yard line.
We get a chance to check out this Northwestern Christian Crusaders offense once again. After coming off fresh from the touchdown, a lot of rushes that we saw on that drive, not much from the passing game. Do you think we're going to see more of that coming into this drive right here?
I think there's a potential for it. However, I love the phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looters is doing a great job right now, and on that last touchdown, he has breakaway speed, so I don't necessarily expect Northwest Christian to throw the ball unless their run starts getting stopped. 1st and 10, sends a man in motion. Tarasenko hands it off to Looters. Looters lowers his shoulder. Tackle made by Cohen Scott. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. We will return when this second begins. And welcome back to the second quarter here. Lucas Metzner in the booth with my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. It's a 2nd and medium here. Faking the handoff and throwing deep. Got a man, but it is too long. Tarasenko overshot gunner Penscover.
Yeah, he tried to get him right there. Had him beat. I mean, that would have been a touchdown. He saw nothing but open field in front of him. But just overthrew him just a little bit, and that's the difference.
That is why you like to establish the run right there, because then play action like that works so well. Penscover with immense speed, and we just got to see the arm strength of Evan Tarasenko and why he has over 1,200 yards in just 5 games. 3rd down. Tarasenko sends a man in motion, facing pressure, fires over the middle, incomplete. He had a free rusher coming in his face and knocked him over. Tough throw to make, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, that was a tough throw and a lot of traffic right there. Good stop for the Buckeye defense, though. Let's see what that offense can get brought on here.
Definitely a close call. Was almost 14-0, but a big 3rd down stop here, and Buckeye has got a chance to respond. So doing the punting duties is Evan Tarasenko, quarterback as well. This time he gets off a nice line drive kick. It is returned, and making moves now is Ted Scow. Makes one man miss, and finally wrapped up by his number 5 counterpart, Anthony Gonzalez.
Yeah, Scow's got some speed on him, and for sure kind of showcased it a little bit there. A couple of moves, just couldn't get really anything going.
That was a difficult punt to return as well, so a very nice job by Scow to haul that one in almost like a wide receiver and then begin his return. Good decent field position as Buckeye will start at their own 25, 1st and 10. Bennett with 3 wide receivers to the top of his screen. Shuffles over the running back, Shamar Parker, and fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and pushes forward. Correction, that time it was handed off to Ricardo Juarez.
Ricardo Juarez, we've seen it a lot this season, 6 passing touchdowns between him and Zachary Bennett. Now he's getting the nod right now to come in and play. Very interested to see how different of an offensive approach that we see with Juarez over Zachary Bennett.
Bennett, has his helmet off on the sideline. Not sure if he's injured or if this is a coach's decision, but Juarez hands it off to Parker. Parker is fighting forward and just runs over for a very nice run that time. 9-yard gain and a fresh set of downs for the Hawks.
Yeah, Shamar Parker just finding the space right there up the middle and just able to completely capitalize on an open backfield.
So we will monitor the Zachary Bennett situation as much as possible. Going to be interesting to see how the game progresses forward as Ricardo Suarez is in at quarterback. Juarez takes the snap, looks to his right, pumps, now throws, and he's got it complete to his man. Decent gain right there as he finds Salvador Castro.
That speed thread, he was able to find a nice opening right there. Big gain for him. Buckeye finally making some moves down this field, bringing a little bit of pressure on this Northwest Christian defense.
So about 2nd and 3 here, trying to get to midfield. Buckeye continuing to run spread formations, 3 wide receivers to the bottom on Juarez's left. Juarez snaps, fakes the handoff, takes it himself, lowers his shoulder, and gets the first down.
Seems like so far what I've seen from Juarez is just a lot more speed to him, definitely more of an elusive quarterback. And I mean, we've talked about it before, Lucas, that the speed of a quarterback to create more of an overall all-around quarterback. I mean, how important is that?
It's so important because it opens up your play calls right there. They just ran either an option right there or a quarterback counter, because what the quarterback can do with his legs adds an extra player to defend that the defense normally doesn't expect. 1st and 10, just hands it off right away to Parker, and a good tackle made by the interior line. Parker, number 75, Walker Wisely with the tackle.
4 and 7-yard line.
So a gain of 2 yards makes it 2nd and 2. Kobe, do you think we're going to be seeing more quarterback runs as this game goes on?
I think so. I mean, the run so far has been working for Northwest Christian, especially in the last 2-3 drives. So I expect them to keep it up. And if you can throw a quarterback run in there as well, I don't think it hurts anything.
Juarez drops back to throw, evades pressure, points his man, and just shovel passes it to him. Gets rid of that one in the nick of time. He's trying to improvise right there like Patrick Mahomes. And a nice effort, but it brings up 3rd and 8.
Tried to get it off there. Got to give credit to the defensive line on that play. Able to get to him pretty quickly. Couldn't find anyone. And yeah, now we're left with a very interesting 3rd and 8.
So big battle here, 3rd and 8. Both of these teams are 5-0 for the first time since 2015. Both in the 4A West Valley, battling for sole possession of first place right now. 3rd and medium. Juarez takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, looking to throw. That was another shovel pass and a circus catch by Salvador Castro to give the Hawks a chance to go for this one on 4th down.
I mean, an amazing play right there. Not how they necessarily drew it up, I assume, but just able to get to him. A great catch, but seems like that's not enough as the punting unit is headed onto the field.
Very curious decision here. Trying to play the field position game. Very smart, conservative call here. Try and pin Northwest Christian as far back as you can there and hope that the defense comes through once again and you get even better field position on your next drive. Solid punt right here. Going to land inside the 20. Takes a Hawks bounce, and that's going to go all the way down to the 1. Special teams of the Buckeye Union Hawks playing a big factor right now.
I mean, that was a huge punt for them, especially after that last punt going for about 20 yards. I mean, getting a big punt like that completely flips the momentum around mentally for a punter.
And with such good coverage right there, excellent punt by Egypt Bandon, but the special teams coverage team doing their job. They're downing it at the 1 yard line, and now a potential safety in the works with the Crusaders backed up as far as they could possibly be. So Tarasenko from his own end zone. 1st and 10. Looks to the sideline for the signal here. Gets it. Remaining in that pistol look with 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Drops back to throw. Quick slant. Caught by his man. And here goes the speed demon. Will anybody catch him? It's Marshall Gillette down the left sideline. There he goes. It's a 99-yard touchdown.
What a play right there. I mean, I wasn't even expecting a pass right there. You would have thought for sure on the 1 yard line you'd see a run. A great pass right there, great run, and a huge touchdown to really put this game, to make this game more interesting for Buckeye.
The number 1 target of Evan Tarasenko, number 6, Marshall Gillette, 31 receptions for 303 yards before this game. He's going to be over 400 yards and another receiving touchdown. That's his 5th this year, and that reliable target came through in a big way. What a momentum shift.
Yeah, I was thinking before, we'd seen so many pass yards from Evan so far this season. Where are we going to see? We hadn't seen much of it in the first quarter, and right there it gives us 99 more to add on to him. Very impressive play.
I very much respect the play call right there from David Innes and his offensive coordinator. Buckeye for sure expecting to run. I'm sure they wanted that safety so bad, but in one-on-one isolation coverage, get it to the 2 dangerous receivers you have. Marshall Gillette ran a beautiful slant route. Let his speed do the rest.
Let him know we're here. Let him know we're ready.
So here comes the kickoff from Cameron Main. Boots this one. Returnable, and it will be. It's got blockers up the middle. Makes a cut to the inside. Spin moves and gets out past the 30-yard line to about the 32.
Good return right there. You gotta let it go. And just got in the free 25, but pushes forward, gets 6 extra yards. Yeah, very good return.
Devon Standard. Very speedy, very elusive. Devon Standard and Darius Haskin. Devon Standard, the speedy sophomore, and Darius Haskin, the senior. 2 of the most elusive players, and that might need to be what the Buckeyes need to do, what Buckeye needs to do to get involved and get back into this one. Handoff right up the middle for Parker. Nice cut, finds the hole, and a gain of about 5 yards.
I'm curious how this approach for Buckeye is going to be. Second drive now with Juarez. Seems like they've kept it on the ground primarily, other than a couple of flips here and there. At this point, I mean, do you have to be more competitive and start throwing balls more in the air?
Possibly. Depends on the receivers and the route combination. And it also depends on Northwest Christian's defensive looks. They have the numbers, so they could try it. Another handoff this time, but this one will maybe get a yard. Like we were saying, yeah, the Hawks right now, they're looking to get something going. They've tried a screen pass before. They've tried the short intermediate passing. If they can keep establishing their run, just like Northwest Christian almost did, they can use play action to their advantage and maybe open up some gaps in the defense. 3rd and medium here. Hawks with trip receivers to the left side, bottom of the screen. Juarez in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, and just scrambles himself. He's got room up the middle and charges forward. Tackled near midfield. That play made by number 58 of the Crusaders.
Juarez just didn't really see anything he liked right there. Not sure if that was the plan the whole time, but he had a lot of open space right up the middle right there. Good first down for the Buckeyes.
Buckeye getting back into the Crusader territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Things are moving here under Ricardo Suarez as Buckeye splits them evenly, 2-by-2 formation, sends a man in motion, looking, pumps, and finds his man over the middle. That is a great use of the intermediate passing. Xavier Scott coming up with the play.
Yeah, good defense right there. Completely read that play from the beginning. And now a very, very big play.
Let's go, Hawks.
2nd and 1. This is a good time to take a shot right here, as we call it, for a deep pass. The Crusaders with 2 high safeties. The Hawks shifting guys around. Parker in motion, just a flip pass to him, and he's got blockers out in front. Reverses field completely. Can he pull it off? Stiff arms the man and goes both ways to gain the 1 yard needed for the first down.
I mean, a little zigzag right there. Completely has the defense fooled. I was surprised that he beat out almost everyone to get to that other sideline.
That just shows you right there, Darius Haskin, very elusive, very speedy. They want to try and get the ball in his hands more so he can do things like that. Don't know necessarily about reversing field entirely, but he can make plays happen, that is for sure. Ricardo Suarez getting the troops ready. To his right, Shamar Parker. Haskin in the slot, goes in motion. Fake that and hand it off inside. And a nice play call right there for Shamar Parker, faking it to Haskin.
Great play call right there. Seems like he had the defense fooled, got him on a quick little handoff right up the middle, and able to get a great first down.
They faked the previous play, so the defense was reading that and then handed off underneath. That's a great job of making your plays look similar and then doing something slightly different to throw the defense off. Juarez in the pistol. Moves Parker to his left. Trip wide receivers to the top of the screen. Looks quickly to the left and just takes off himself. Sees a little bit of daylight, not ruled down, but finally the side judge comes in and says he was down. But not before he's got enough yards for another first down.
Just kind of tearing and tackling right there. I didn't really see that they had called him down, but that's, like we said, like having a speedy quarterback in those situations it's just perfect. Having a guy who can escape the pocket when necessary.
But credit to Freddie Ray Martinez, make sure he got down and did not run that one in for 6. Juarez throws right immediately, completes to Haskin. Haskin shakes the man off, makes another miss. Wow, look at Haskin and the moves he has in his bag.
Took a little tumble there at the end. Hopefully he's okay, but a great play right there. I mean, the yards after catches were really, he makes his money. I mean, that play was amazing. Being able to kind of take that first defender and take care of him and move on to the second. Very big play for this offense.
That's why you get the ball in his hands. His ability to make defenders miss is excellent. And he sets up the Hawks 2nd and short here, 2nd and 2 to go. Spreading the field wide, trips to the bottom of the screen, fake handoff, option, Flores pushing forward, and finally tackled inside the 15, down at the 13.
Option working very well tonight. Having two good threats too with Shamar Parker on the other side of it. That defense just doesn't know where it's going.
Defense has 2 elusive men in the backfield to keep track of, and that is a tall task anytime you bring in a dual threat QB. The Hawks threatening here and looking to get on the board right before halftime. Juarez takes the snap, immediately looks left, fires over the middle, and it's caught! His man is into the end zone for a Buckeye touchdown! It's Devon Standard!
What a play right there. Caught him right up the middle. I mean, just perfect placement on the pass, in the right position to catch it. Good yards out to the catch, too, as he didn't catch that right on the goal line. He was able to kind of break away for 5 and get that touchdown.
The yards after catch playing a big factor for both these teams right now. So definitely that yak, as we like to call it, will be interesting to watch as we progress through the rest of this game. Meanwhile, it's Ronaldo Negrete for the extra point, and he absolutely nails it, makes this game 14-7.
A big Buckeye drive right there. I mean, a touchdown is what they needed. Get some points on the board. Now they have a new feat. You got to get a stop here. You got to get a stop if you want to hang in this game, if you want to stick around. I think this is a big drive for this Buckeye defense.
Momentum right now is swinging like a pendulum. It has been quite interesting to see the series of events, but a great response by the Hawks after giving up the 99-yard touchdown. They have a nice long drive, get down the field, get in the end zone, and they're right back in this game. What do you think Buckeye can do specifically here on defense to try and stop Northwest Christian?
A lot. I think that the biggest thing, though, is being able to kind of crush down on that run a little bit. Seems like they had a little bit too much open space, which opens up the pass. Obviously, we know the pass is dangerous, but I think being able to contain that run a little bit will be their biggest success.
Negrete, let's kick it off once more. Off of the right hash, and he boots this one inside to the 5, being returned by Anthony Gonzalez. But a good special teams effort as a group of Hawks make sure he gets nowhere.
An interesting return on that one. The ball didn't really seem like it was going directly towards him. Seemed like he could have just let that one go to the end zone. Decides to take it and was able to get another 10 yards after that. So an interesting decision right there.
Definitely was inside the 5, but that football, that oval shape, it is never predictable how it will bounce. So I definitely understand why he still caught it. Could have taken a wicked backspin bounce, and that could have been bad. So not terrible starting field position. 1st and 10 from the 18. Tarasenko hands it off, and Looters pushes his way forward. Thought that play was going nowhere, and the offensive line in Looters make sure it gets 3 or 4.
That offensive line giving them an extra push right there. So important in high school football to have an offensive line that can help you move forward those few extra yards.
2nd and medium here. Tarasenko spreads it out a little more in the shotgun for the first time in a while. 3 wide receivers to his right. Tarasenko snaps and throws right away over the middle. He's got his other target, Gunnar Penscover, and look at the breakaway speed! Is this football or a track meet? Touchdown, Crusaders!
Speed kills. An amazing route right there, ran. I mean, just had him wide open again. These Northwest receivers are just running the ball up. These DBs for Buckeye just do not know how to react right now.
Unbelievable speed from number 1, Gunnar Penscover. And, you know, history almost repeating itself right there. Finds his man on a slant route. Both Gunnar Penscover and Marshall Gillette with track star speed out here tonight.
Impressive is all I have to say. I mean, to be able to beat not only the person on you, but the safety as well. I mean, they were clear-cut space in between them and any near defender. Very impressive runs by both receivers, and now it puts Buckeye in a little bit of hole. A little bit of kind of forces them to try to put some points on the board before this happens.
Yeah, they really got the pressure on them now to try and score again, because Evan Tarasenko in the offense scheduled to receive the ball after the conclusion of halftime. So the pressure is definitely on the Hawks.
We got a long second half to fight back, Hawks.
And like I was saying, momentum swinging back and forth like a pendulum. It is a pretty interesting game so far, going back and forth early. Crusaders having the early edge. So the kicker, Cameron Main, will boot this one away. Squibs it, actually. Returnable from the 20-yard line. And the Hawks return man, Davon Standard, getting it out near the 38-yard line.
Good return right there. Kind of what they needed. Get them a little bit better field position to start. They got to put something together quick. And with a lot of runs that they've been doing so far in these last 2-3 drives with Flores back there, haven't seen a lot of balls in the air. So, I mean, with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left, you would expect maybe a couple more balls in the air today.
Yeah, definitely think this is going to be Juarez's chance to throw, but also could be his chance to show off his legs even more. We've seen his ability to read when he doesn't like what he sees from the defense. He'll just take off and run and get the yards necessary. 1st and 10 from the 38. Juarez with split receivers, sends Haskin in motion, and the touch handoff pass to him. He's going to throw. It's a trick play. It's caught, and Buckeye goes deep in the bag for the answer. Touchdown, Hawks!
Back in the game. Xavier Scott with a touchdown.
Oh my goodness. The flea flicker works to perfection.
That time, it was very important that that ball was not touch pass forward, but Flores physically handed it off to Haskin, allowing him to complete the trick play to the receiver, Xavier Scott. What a play call by Pooney Ellis to get his boys back in it.
And the timing for that play call was absolutely necessary for this offense.
Really good, considering that they have been really putting Northwest Christian in a tight spot, making sure they have to monitor Darius Haskin when he goes in motion. That play just worked out to perfection.
I mean, the last few plays have been electric from both sides of the ball. We still have 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in this half. What does Buckeye defense have to do better to stop this? I mean, 2 plays over 80 yards in the last 2 drives.
They need to converge to the football, and they need to make sure that those safeties especially play their ever important role as the safety valve of the defense. Nothing gets behind you. So including those underneath slant routes, we know these guys have track meet type speed for the Crusaders. So those safeties on Buckeye, they're going to be tasked with a tall task, keep everything in front of them, and make that important tackle in case one of the slant routes gets going and starts breaking free like we've seen in the last 2 drives.
And the pendulum in the middle right now, trying to see where it's going to go now.
Waiting to see where it will swing. Negrete boots this one high and deep. This time he'll let it go, and that's what I was saying, a weird bounce. It landed at the 3, but here comes the return man, but not for long. That time, Anthony Gonzalez trying to make something happen.
It's got to be a relief when you got a quarterback who can sling it 80 yards plus 80 yards, but get 80-yard passes if he needs to. I mean, they started at the 1-2 drives ago. Like, I can't see a world where they're too worried about where they start with the ball.
Absolutely. We've seen the Tarasenko arm strength. He definitely has it. So we'll see if any of the receivers are able to get free. I would expect Buckeye to play off and not allow so much one-on-one coverage. Tarasenko on 1st and 10. 2 running backs next to him. Pistol formation once again. Gets the signal from head coach David Ennis. And Tarasenko looks to his left immediately, fires deep, lofting it. It's dropped. Oh! Almost back-to-back touchdowns for Gunnar Penscover. Had his man beat. That's a tough one.
That's what this team's been going for. That one-on-one coverage, like you had said. I mean, that was the only player that had the one-on-one coverage that he had open field in front of him. Unfortunate to see that one bobble out of his hands.
Yeah, that time, Tarasenko put that one in the breadbasket of Gunnar Penscover, and the normally reliable Penscover with a very, very rare, uncharacteristic drop. Tripped bunch formation to the bottom of the screen for Tarasenko. Takes the snap, fakes his handoff, starts sprinting, throws on the run, and another uncharacteristic drop, this time Marshall Gillette.
2 balls right there, right into the hands of the receivers, just in and out. Obviously that last play, a little bit of a tougher one to bring down, but regardless, those are plays that it seems like Tarasenko wants his guys to bring down.
Absolutely. Because Tarasenko that time on the run delivered an accurate strike. Very hard to do much more than Tarasenko did the last 2 plays in terms of throw placement, but that just shows you probably how much heat he's putting on the football when he throws. Those ones are coming in hot. 3rd and 10. Tarasenko fakes the screen, loads up once again. He's got Gillette, and it is caught near the 40-yard line. Gillette makes up for it just 1 play later.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of an adjustment from this Buckeye defense so far. Completely getting beat by the one-on-ones, it seems like every single play.
Flag comes flying. And our referee makes the call there. It is a sideline warning against the Buckeye bench. And Buckeye is going to take a timeout, talk things over. So will we. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with more action from Buckeye High School. Welcome back to the action here in Buckeye. We got a thriller going on as the Crusaders snap it, hand it off right away to Looters, and Looters almost tackled for a loss, stays strong, and gains 4 yards.
Seems like Northwestern wants to just keep the ball, finish out this half. They can get points out of it. Obviously, they want to get points out of it. Taking that clock is very, very crucial right now.
Yeah, they have a chance to do something important. Here comes Tarasenko, almost with an incredible play to Marshall Gillette on the sideline, but it's going to bring up 3rd and medium here.
Marshall Gillette's route running skills have just been unbelievable today. I mean, just seeing him cross over defenders like it's nothing. Being able to find open receivers too on Evan Tarasenko's part, just all around good play between that duo.
Watch out, folks. First time we have seen Tarasenko in the empty. 5 wide receivers out in the set. 3 to the bottom of the screen and 2 to the top, with Gillette on the right. Man in motion, it's Luters. Tarasenko looking, takes off himself, and just slides after gaining the first down. A smart play by Tarasenko to keep the drive alive.
We haven't seen much run from him. He hasn't had too much trouble inside of that pocket, but that time able to get that first down and good run from him.
Now at the 25, Crusaders looking to manage the clock perfectly here and go up 2 scores before the half. Referee conferring with the side judge here. We'll see what he rules. Nothing. Looks like it was just a conference and play resumes. Not sure what that was all about. Tarasenko with trips to his right side at the bottom of the screen. Looks that way immediately. Just dumps it off to Ben Luters. Luters makes man miss. Cuts to the outside and tackled out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Tackled by Darius Haskett.
The mixes of play here. I mean, we've seen in the last few drives them only needing really 1 or 2 big plays to get where they are. But after that one big play to get him to the 40-yard line, it's been kind of slow and consistent, kind of going through, making their way down into the goal line.
We're finally seeing Buckeye back off a lot more instead of pressing up and close. Except I see press on the far side. That could be trouble. A slip screen here. Batted down over the middle. There's a flag on the play. So he will call holding. And they will take the yardage 1st and 20 from the 25. And still plenty of time with 48.9 seconds. And the Crusaders holding on to all of their timeouts here. Gonna close the formation on one side of the field. We got quad receivers on the right side, bottom of your screen. In the pistol, Tarasenko looking to his right. Fires, corner of the end zone! And too much mustard on that pass. Out of bounds. Intended for Gunnar Penskover.
The defensive line giving him a lot of pressure on that play right there. Kind of forced to throw out of him. Still a great throw, just a little bit over the head.
Very interesting to see the quads look right there. I like it. Forced the defense to cover a lot of places at once with Tarasenko's accuracy. This offense can do a lot of different combinations that some offenses can't do. And it's pretty electric to see Tarasenko fit these footballs into the right window. So 2nd and 20. Tarasenko fires to the right. Got his man complete. And tackled out of bounds. He finds Marshall Gillette. Once again, tackle made by Amara Kita.
Quick little out right there. Really good play by that offense to get him. Will it be? Not a new fresh set it down, but they get him in a good position. 35 seconds left.
Decent gain to put them back into a reasonable football down in distance after being at 2nd and 20. So nice 14 yards right there. And a big 3rd and 6. Tarasenko snaps, looks right, evades pressure, scrambling right, throws all the way across his body and just out of reach of Marshall Gillette. What vision by Tarasenko, just such a tough throw to make, throwing cross body.
I mean, he looked like a shortstop playing baseball right there, just completely across the body, just tried to get it to him, just missed him by a few feet. Very impressive throw right there, but a dangerous one nonetheless.
Big no-no in most coaches' book, but I wonder if the senior Tarasenko gets the green light with all the skills that he possesses. So on for a field goal now, Cameron Main. and he nails the 28-yarder. So good job by the Crusaders to manage the clock and go up 2 possessions, 24-14 here.
Able to take a minute and a half off that clock, and you may not think a minute and a half is that important, but a minute before that, they're doing 2 touchdowns on both sides, or touchdown on both sides. So we have seen a lot of offense fast today. So anytime a team so far can keep the ball in their hands, I mean, that's good news.
Absolutely. Going to be interesting to see if Buckeye decides to take the knee, go to the locker room and discuss, or since they have to kick off to the Crusaders to start the third quarter, I wonder if they're going to continue to get deeper into that bag like we saw in that last touchdown and try and pull something that could get them points as well.
That's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I mean, 24 seconds isn't a lot to muster up anything, but you just never know with how these offenses have gone.
The kick is squibbed, but bulleted right at a man, and the Hawks won't have bad field position to start this one.
This is about the same position they had when they had that passing touchdown. It'd be interesting to see what play call they come up with, only a little bit of time left.
I fully expect another trick play here. Something to get a chunk yardage play. They got 2 timeouts in 18 seconds. Ricardo Suarez. Let's see what he can do with his arm here, unless the trick play involves his legs. Buckeye will split receivers once again. Suarez takes a snap, straight drop back. Evades pocket pressure, and down the sideline, firing it hard out of bounds at Xavier Scott. Too hot to handle.
Yeah, very hard pass right there for only about a 7 or 8 yard difference in between the two. Tried to find him. Right now, at this point in the game, though, those passes aren't going to get you much.
Yeah, with only 11 seconds left to go, they wanted to try and get something. Flores wanted to get some yards, try and get out of bounds, but I'm expecting them to loft something up in the air probably soon here and just have a chance. Trip wide receivers to the bottom of the screen on Flores' left side. He looks that way. Quick pass to Darius Haskin, but it hits the turf, incomplete. And now 3rd down and 10.
You can see the frustration from Haskins right there. He really wanted to be able to maybe pull off a little bit of a specialty run. We've seen him go across the field already today. Just unfortunate that ball landed a little bit too low for him.
He was quite ready to do what he can do with his legs. Unfortunate that it was a skip pass. But now 3rd and 10, 9 seconds even to go. Let's see what Buckeye dials up here. Flores snaps. This time it is the quick screen, and they'll see what he can do. Running backwards, trying to get blocks, reversing field. He's a very patient runner, but a very elusive one. He'll take a block here. He takes another block, stiff arms the man, and finally the tackle is made by Marshall Gillette. But you see why they went back to that screen and just how exciting he can be as a runner with the ball in his hands.
I mean, just let him run around. The play to me when he went backwards at first seemed like kind of a way to, worst comes to worst, the clock will run down. But he made something out of it. That was a very, very impressive. And I mean, hey, that's a keynote heading into the halftime.
Absolutely. So the halftime score of 24 for the Northwest Christian Crusaders and 14 for the Buckeye Hawks. In the booth, Lucas Metzner along with my Colorado's Kobe Van Nort, and we will see you at the beginning of the third quarter.
What an incredible win it was for the Arizona Cardinals over the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look back at the game. One of the first plays of the game, first drive of the game for the Cardinals, the QB, Joshua Dobbs, down the sideline. What a large, big-time gain from the QB, and they would end up getting a field goal from that. Next possession, handoff, James Conner. He's looking terrific for the Cardinals. The running back would go near the 20-yard line, and then eventually James Conner would punch it in. The Cardinals get the first touchdown of the game. They would go for 2 and not convert it, but then Dallas would come back and kick a 49-yard field goal to make it a 9-3 game. The favorites get on the board. And then a handoff to Rondale Moore. How about the speed from the second-year wide receiver? He takes it all the way to the house for the Cardinals' second touchdown. They would once again go for 2 and not get it, but regardless, they start off with a surprising 15-3 lead. So how would the Cowboys respond? Dak Prescott hands it off to Tony Pollard, and he pushes his way through for a first down. Under 6 to go in the second quarter. Cowboys trying to get into the end zone for the first time, and it's Rico Dowdle for the Cowboys, making it a 15-10 game. Here comes America's team, but then James Conner says, hang on a second and 11 carry. His burst is looking phenomenal, but that wouldn't be it for James Conner. Next play, let's go right back to him. How about James Conner, another first down? Sure. Then a 43-yard field goal would result from that drive. So the Cardinals up 18-10, under 2 to go in the half. You would think that would be it for the Cardinals offense, but guess what? The Cardinals defense gets a quick stop, 25 seconds. Josh Dobbs, 2-minute drill, more like 30-second drill. He finds Hollywood Brown. The flag would be on the defense. 11 seconds left, not even at midfield. But what can the Cardinals do? Quickly, they find Rondale Moore, and that'll bring out Matt Prater for a 62-yard field goal line drive. One of the best kickers the game's ever seen, and it's good, and the Cardinals go up 11 going into halftime. Can they hang on for the upset? How would the Cowboys respond? CeeDee Lamb, second half, there's a catch, first down. 3rd and 12, Dak Prescott trying to find someone. He escapes. He would take it himself and somehow gets the first down. But the story of the game for the Cardinals, their red zone defense. On 3rd and 7 here, Dak airmails a pass, and they have to settle for a Brandon Aubrey field goal. So the Cardinals weren't able to score on their drive. Cowboys come back once again. Dak Prescott once again throws it. He's got Michael Gallup, first down. Then Tony Pollard, he had 122 yards on the ground, showing some of his burst. And back into the red zone are the Cowboys again, but the terrific Cardinals defense on this day on 4th and 4, forcing the Cowboys to not have a play, and they force the turnover on downs. 4th quarter once again, and once again the Cowboys get into the red zone with a Michael Gallup first down catch. 3rd and goal for the Cowboys. Can the Cardinals once again make a defensive stand? Looking for CeeDee Lamb as Dak. CeeDee thought it was pass interference. It was not. Cardinals once again get the stop and force a field goal. It's 21-16, so can the Cardinals offense add some insurance? Josh Dobbs finding a wide open rookie, Michael Wilson. How did he get that open? And he gets down past the 10-yard line, close to the 5-yard line. What a big-time play. And on 3rd and goal, Cardinals looking for another touchdown, and somehow Marquise Hollywood Brown hauls it in one of the tightest windows you'll see. Great pass from Josh Dobbs to fit it into that window. But the Cowboys once again, one final time, one final chance, and it's intercepted once again in the red zone. The Cardinals defense comes through. Absolutely phenomenal effort. And against all odds, the Cardinals win. And how about Jonathan Gannon? First-time head coach, first career NFL win.
I'm Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. There is no dispute that we in the Valley love our football. We have a professional team, the Cardinals, a Power 5 college football team at ASU, and a number of nationally ranked high school football teams. But the football that is taking the Valley by storm these days is girls high school flag football. Girls flag football made its debut as an officially sanctioned sport by the Arizona Interscholastic Association last month, and now has everybody talking. Having the opportunity to play football is what many girls have dreamed of, and with 57 schools participating throughout Arizona this fall, and those numbers expected to double by next year, now they have the chance to make their dreams come true. Girls flag football is also grabbing national attention. The inaugural game between Mountain View and Mountain Point featured a coin toss by Arizona Cardinals star Kyler Murray. And who hasn't also heard that former San Francisco 49ers quarterback and 3-time Super Bowl champ Steve Young is coaching his 2 daughters on their high school flag football team in Atherton, California? Will that be a new trend? No matter where you are, flag football is the talk of the town. Flag football is very similar to tackle football, with one obvious difference: there is no tackling. Players are stopped by having an opponent pull their flag belt. There are some other significant differences as well, such as having 20-yard zones of gain, fumbles that are dead when the ball touches the ground, and an onside kick rule that doesn't include a kick. Some teams complain that flag football would draw more attention if it didn't fall at the same time as tackle football and girls volleyball, because many players have to choose between two sports, making it challenging to field a large team. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, we have been live streaming a Thursday night flag football game of the week since the inaugural game, showcasing teams throughout the Valley, with some teams coming from as far away as Buckeye. While interviewing coaches and players about how the season is going, one pervasive theme emerges. They all love being able to get out there and play or coach the sport they love. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jason Goldie.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at EcoRoofingSolutionsAZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hi Varsity sports fans, this is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime where we break down different highlights from sports locally or otherwise, so plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content, of course, high school football, and maybe some professional stuff such as NFL highlights from the previous week.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
I'm Shay Garrett from the Varsity Sports Show, and I am looking forward to immersing myself in high school sports in the Valley. I have a passion for sports and storytelling, and I am so eager for a chance to combine these two this season.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I love playing sports. I love playing sports. I love playing sports. Maybe I'll just cover sports instead on the Varsity Sports Show. See you then.
Hey guys, Vince here. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Eric Perry. He owns Eco Roofing Solutions. They're local and a big supporter of high school sports all over Arizona. Yes, they're statewide.
A little bit about me and Eco Roofing Solutions and what we're about. I'm a third generation roofer here in Arizona, and I've been doing this for 25 years.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
What's up, everyone? My name's Lucas Metzner. I'll be broadcasting this fall for the Varsity Sports Show. Super excited to get on the call, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lucas_J_Metzner.
Hello, my name is Ella Walter Sanchez, and I'm so excited to be a fall 2023 Varsity Sports intern. I'm currently a senior at Arcadia High School and host the morning news. My dream is to be a sideline reporter for an MLB team. I'll be hosting the Scottsdale Sports Report. See you then.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buckeye Union High School in beautiful Buckeye, Arizona. Inside the broadcast booth, I'm Lucas Metzner alongside my color analyst, Kobe Van Nort. Kobe, what was the biggest takeaway for you in that first half?
Offense. I mean, we knew this coming in. This was going to be an offensive powerhouse on both sides of the ball, 2 5-0 teams. But, I mean, I wasn't expecting to see it this quickly, too. Quick offense moving throughout this game. I mean, touchdowns, big touchdown plays, 2 60, 80-yard touchdown plays from Northwest so far to have in this game. I think more or less of the same is expected in the second half.
Yeah, we saw the rare 99-yard touchdown today on a slant route taken to the house by one of the speedy Northwest Christian receivers. And like we were saying before the break, Buckeye has to kick this one away, so they're down 10, down 2 possessions, and they need to give this one away to the Crusaders, so it will be very important for the Buckeye defense to come out and get an early stop.
Very important indeed.
Little fake onside there. You see a couple teams use it where they scrunch together and get the ready. They fake a charge onside and go back to a regular kickoff. This one booted, but caught around the 3-yard line, making a cut to the left and finding some space until finally tackled at about the 30-yard line on the return was Anthony Gonzalez.
Good return there. Found a little bit of space, kind of just pushing away some defenders, and gives Northwest a very good starting field position.
Good job making the cut, finding a lane, and getting the Crusaders where they want to be to start half number 2. Going to be interesting to watch Tarasenko and how much more will the Crusaders want to throw the football as time winds down. 1st and 10, Tarasenko hands it off right away, and getting walled up for nothing that time was Ben Luters. The stop made by stop made by Egypt Bandon and others.
Yeah, the defensive line completely shut that hole down. Seemed like he wanted to find a little bit of space there, but just could not. Good play by that Buckeye defense.
So no gain that time, 2nd and 10. Tarasenko fakes the snap, looks to the sideline for his signal. Gets it, and now he's ready to go, remaining in that pistol formation. Snaps it, fakes the handoff, dropping back to throw. Looks over to the left side, and he's got his man. Fighting for extra yardage over midfield. And a nice catch made by Marshall Gillette.
And a good throw. He was rolling out to the right. They're able to throw it across his body right there. We saw a little bit of that. We saw one throw like that in the first half. This guy can use his body, that's for sure.
Quick snap. They are going quite quickly. Flag comes flying. I don't think everybody was ready as the handoff given to Anthony Gonzalez.
Haven't seen much tempo control from Northwest Christian so far to start this game off.
They tried to do it.
Illegal shift. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
It is ruled an
Still
illegal
first down.
shift. So the guys were not set. They were not ready. It'll cost them 5. Like you said, first time really trying tempo control with the no-huddle look right there. 1st and 15. Might see another pass from Tarasenko. First and 15 here. Tarasenko in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of his screen. And another flag thrown right away.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So another 5 back, and it's now 1st and 20. This time by way of a false start. And it should be Tarasenko's time to shine with his arm, although defensive backs playing off the ball for sure. Tarasenko drops back, and he is sacked. Egypt Bandon throws him down.
Tried to find the space like he has been able to do. Couldn't get separation. Good defensive approach from the Buckeye secondary right there. And, I mean, even better stop by that D-line.
How about Egypt Bandon today? He has been punting the football really well, getting in on that D-line, and making a ton of tackles tonight.
Causing trouble.
Third and a second down. It is second. Public address announcer threw me off there. Second and a country mile over here. They got a long way to go. Tarasenko with a straight rollout to the right. Fires. That one incomplete. Some contact there, and drawing the flag that time was Cole Martin in coverage. About to receive this penalty is Amarea Kita.
Yeah, it looked like good coverage all the way up until the end. Saw a little bit too much contact there, and we'll see what the ref has to say about that.
Defense. Number 7, 15-yard penalty. Still second down.
And there you go. Get a bunch of yardage back right there by way of the penalty. But, man, the arm strength of Tarasenko, he was throwing that ball easily 45, 50 yards in the air. He really can sling it.
Yes, he can.
Second and long, but a lot more manageable. Man going in motion to the outside. Tarasenko with the draw play and gives some room for Ben Luters, cutting left and right down the left sideline. He's taken off. One man to beat, and he's in for a Northwest Christian touchdown.
A solid run right there. I mean, just found the space, and the rest was all him. Speed has been the answer to this game so far for both offenses, and just an impressive run right there, and a commanding now 30-14 lead.
Someone get the stopwatches. We're going to need to take these Crusaders over here. A lot of the skill guys, I want to see them run a 40 time because they are quick. Extra point right on through, and it's now 31-14 off of an excellent draw play, and the running back Ben Luters with his nice speed. Crusaders up. So right there, we see that Tarasenko's got the arm strength. Buckeye is finally respecting the pass, playing off, and how much Tarasenko can do. What a genius play call by David Innes and his offensive coordinator. Fake the pass, run the draw play, and let Luters go to work.
Yeah, I mean, it works. We've seen, huge plays in the air so far for Northwest, and it was impressive to see them being able to pull that off with the ground game as well.
That offense is able to hurt you in a lot of ways, and the Buckeye offense is going to need a quick response if they want to stay in this one, as this time it is squibbed once again, handled early, and brought down at about the 42-yard line. So decent field position for Buckeye here, but the offense needing an answer.
An interesting decision to squib it for the second time now. I mean, we've seen some powerful kicks from him, but this time just decides to kind of go short with it. What's the plan there with throwing a play out like that?
Yeah, the squib kick, you just want to avoid a big return. You're willing to give up some field position because you trust your defense. You want to avoid the game-changing play. You know that Buckeye Hawks, they have a couple of speed demons. We talked about Darius Haskin, talked about Shamar Parker. They got some guys that are dangerous on their end as well, so you don't want to give them a chance to free return, make a man or two miss, and put a quick touchdown on the board. 1st and 10 here. It's Juarez again, fires over the middle, but knocked away last second. What a play by Cole Musakari.
Yeah, Musakari was able to just sneak in there. He kind of read that, didn't really make too many moves before that, but right when the ball came in there, able to swat it out of play.
Coming down from his safety position, the powerful right-hand spike, almost like he was in volleyball. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Buckeye rolls out trip wide receivers to their left side, bottom of the screen. Juarez is just going to give it up the middle, and Parker has a lane there, so he'll pick up about 4 or 5.
Had a little bit of space at the beginning, but good work by the Northwest defense, able to kind of close that gap very quickly after. He was able to get a few, though.
So 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6. Very, very important down for the Hawks. They're really going to need to pick this up to stay in this one, or at least get close and play the 4th down territory card.
Yeah, we've talked about the pendulum, and right now it's pushing towards Northwestern right now.
In motion, a pump fake. Juarez looking deep, got him in, and it is over his head, incomplete, just too much air under it, looking for Davon Standard. Excuse me, Salvador Castro.
Tried to get the speed threat right there. Had him just a few steps too short. Very interesting play call, though. I like the aggressiveness coming out of Buckeye's side, especially looking at that scoreboard.
It was a great route, corner route to the sideline. Just a very tough pass to complete. Going to that sideline, going away from where the quarterback's at. And on to do the punting duties once again is Egypt Bandon. That one very low, but gets a nice bounce. And down near the 25, 26-yard line. Wasn't the prettiest kick, but it was effective.
You got a job done. It didn't seem like that was the plan. That's where you wanted the ball to go, but it kept rolling. And, yeah, I mean, it could have been way worse.
So out come the Crusaders once more. Starting field position is excellent. And up about 17, they're up 17 points right now. 3-possession game and a chance to put Buckeye in a really deep hole on this drive. Pistol formation once again. Tarasenko gives to the wide receiver Marshall Gillette, but he was stopped for a loss that time immediately. Good job by the Buckeye defensive line.
Yeah, they read that play very well, and they're able to just not even give him a hole to begin with.
Looks like Cohen, Scott, and Damian Cruz in on that stop. Pistol formation once again. Tarasenko fakes his snap. Gets his signal and starts again. Tarasenko sends a man in motion. Receives the snap, drops back to throw. Evading pressure, just gets it off and dumps it out to Ben Luters. Luters with a nice cut to the outside, and instead of operating at a loss that time, Luters able to gain 2-3 yards.
Yeah, good play right there by Luters, able to kind of just stay up. And really, for running backs in this day and age, just staying up can be all you need. He's able to bring out a couple more yards and make this an interesting 3rd and long.
Puts it into the 3rd and manageable category with 8 yards to go. That play was pretty broken, almost could have gone for a loss. Tarasenko with trip wide receivers to the bottom of his screen. His 2 most dangerous targets on the outside and in the slot. Drops back to throw, looking, fires a deep ball. Does he have his man once again? And it's incomplete. The play is broken up by Amara Kita. That time, good defense.
Very good defense, and we've seen those one-on-one routes get completely busted by the receivers, but this time able to stay on them, create a good defensive approach. I mean, but the one thing I got to note is Evan Tarasenko's balls are just perfect ball placement right there.
1 interception is all he's thrown through 5.5 games so far. He is very impressive with his pinpoint accuracy and decision-making. Here comes the punt from Tarasenko. That one's a nice line drive boot, but received by Darius Haskin. Haskin makes one-man miss. Carrying the ball like Mike Vick. He's got a lane, cuts back, spins, and finally wrestled down. Takes 3 Crusaders to stop him. Great return, flips the field position.
I mean, coming into this game, we knew Darius Haskins was going to be effective, but honestly, I know his ground yards were good.
I'm very surprised to see how well he's done so far today with his legs. I mean, this guy can do anything, it seems like, on that field.
This is why he's listed at wide receiver, but he's got 11, 12, 13 carries this season for well over 200 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he's even got a game with over 100 rushing yards, so he's really impressive both ways. 1st and 10, quick fake handoff, and Juarez keeps pushing forward for about 4 yards.
I like this offensive approach. You know, we saw in the first quarter, you know, having Zachary Bennett run quarterback, it seemed like a completely different offensive approach, but now we're definitely starting to see a much more aggressive offensive approach that's working for Buckeye. I mean, obviously the scoreboard may not look like it, but this offense looks to be moving in the last few drives that they've had.
Yeah, the scoreboard isn't matching what we're seeing here. Offense much improved since that first quarter. Ricardo Juarez getting the chance, and like you said, he's making plays happen with his legs. I've liked what I've seen from him too. He's making good decisions when he throws the football, and decent accuracy for sure. All of the plays have been quite close. If they weren't completions, they were inches away from being them.
And it just makes you wonder, I know it wasn't much time, but how much of a difference, you know, would it have made if he would have been the starter to begin the game?
Could have made quite the difference, especially with the offensive play calling style and what plays get cycled in where. It could have made a difference. Very interesting to see that Bennett still has his helmet on, so it appears that this is a coaching decision in favor of a more expansive playbook. And now for the first time tonight, Ricardo Juarez is going to enter himself into an empty formation. Sends Haskin in motion, fakes the toss pass, and powers up the middle for an additional 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, good rush up the middle, kind of a good fake. He's had the defense on their toes all night now, as they just haven't known who he's going to give the ball to or if he'll just keep it.
Absolutely. Nice little quarterback power off of faking the motion. Something we've seen that has been successful today for the Hawks is sending Darius Haskin in motion. It really makes the defense think about what he has to do, what's going on, where is he going. So I might think they send him in motion again. They do in the empty formation. Just touch pass to him. Makes his cut inside. Makes the man miss. Oh, he's Houdini right now. He can't be taken down. Gets a block to the pylon and ruled down at the 2-yard line. He is made of grease right now.
No one can stop him. It just, every single move he makes, he's got a defender freaked out. What a run right there. And that'll move the change.
Very important play right there to keep the Hawks in it. Lining up under center this time is Suarez. QB sneak. He's lowering the shoulder. Does he get the call? No, he's just short. About an inch away from the goal line.
I like the idea here. It seems like maybe they're watching a lot of Eagles football down there. That sneak can be oh so effective for some teams with a strong O-line.
Absolutely. Got a good push there. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but an effective call down in close. Why not? Lines up in the shotgun this time, just hands it off, and powering his way into the end zone is Shamar Parker for a Hawks touchdown.
Great offensive drive all around for this Buckeye offense. I mean, exactly what you wanted coming out of the half. Unfortunately, they couldn't start with the ball, but something to work from right here as they keep it a game.
Worked some time through the third quarter, but there's still 4.5 minutes left to go, and they just brought it back to within 10. So the Hawks in good position to stay in this one. The pendulum is swinging once again with our friend Good Old Momentum. There is Haskin running out to the field. Make sure that that edge is sealed on the PAT protection. Rolando Negrete with the kick. And he nails it once again, making it 31-21. So my question to you, Kobe, going forward for the Hawks offense, do you think they're going to rely on Darius Haskin more, or are they going to rely more on Ricardo Juarez?
As you've told me before, it feed the hot hand, and Haskins right now kind of seems like the move. I think both of them have an important role coming in if they're going to want to make a comeback in this game. But if Haskins isn't seeing the ball, I don't see a way that they come back in this game.
Definitely need to get it in his hands. The amount of forced missed tackles is through the roof. Got that really good side juke from left to right. He can just kind of like dance and almost jump straight up in a way while moving his body to the side. He's got the spin moves. He can stiff arm. He can really do it all.
Kind of controls the game when he has the ball. It's showtime when he starts taking that ball off.
Absolutely, and he adds himself a passing touchdown on the season. So how about this? He's got 8 receiving touchdowns. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns, and now 1 passing touchdown. All 3 ways he scores the football. Negrete again boots this one, takes a bounce, and returnable. He's got to return it quickly, and not much going there for Gunnar Penscover. Almost tackled immediately. Flag comes flying from the side judge about 20 yards downfield. This is going to be an interesting call. And if it's against Northwest Christian.
During the return, block in the back. Return team, number 4. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be first down.
Which it is. He blocked him in the back there. So once again, Northwest Christian finds themselves pinned inside the 10. But Kobe, as we remember, that isn't necessarily a bad thing for them.
Not at all. They've had a lot of penalties and mishaps that have put them back a little bit, but it has not stopped this offense from rolling.
So from their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10. Tarasenko hands it off right away, and the Piles will push. Gain of maybe a yard or 2.
Curious to see what they're going to do here. Interesting run call from such an aggressive offense so far. I'm expecting an answer here, though. I know after Buckeye putting on points fairly quickly, Northwestern's going to want to keep this game under control here.
2nd and 8 to go from the 7-yard line. Remaining in the pistol is Tarasenko. Drops back to pass, fires, and got his man complete. Makes 2 guys miss. He's got some speed as well. Could he go? Got a block, and finally taken down at the 35-yard line. There goes Cole Martin.
And there's your answer. It seems like every time that Buckeye puts on a question mark onto this score, they answer right back and fiercely, ferociously. That was an impressive play right there. And now they're looking at a first down in Buckeye territory.
The explosive plays through the air. And on first down, it's Looters breaking 2 tackles, but not the 3rd and 4th. He gets 5 out of that before he gets taken down, though.
Yeah, good rush right there, able to break away for a few. This offense definitely mixing things up in the second half. We've seen a lot of runs and a lot of passes, keeping Buckeyes' defense on their toes.
They run most of it out of this pistol formation with 2 running backs. It's been very effective, having the man Marshall Gillette constantly in the backfield with Looters and sending Gunnar Penscover out wide almost every play. 2nd down and 5. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, but he does not have the time. He's sacked on the play.
A huge sack right there. That last sack by Ryan Garcia. I mean, that just completely flips the script for this drive. Now set with a 3rd and long. Very, very important play for the Buckeye defense.
So they'll remain in pistol, but with just one running back at the top of the screen is Gunnar Penskover and Marshall Gillette. Takes the snap, looking left, fires a prayer, but it's too much. Sails incomplete in the end zone. And Tarasenko needs to be picked up by his lineman there. Awkward territory once again. It's 4th and 12, but it's in the middle ground of the punt and field goal range, but the punt team does come on.
Yeah, not necessarily the drive that they wanted. A huge stop for the Buckeye defense on this drive. But yeah, not what they wanted out of that play. Just overthrew them just a little bit too much, but the coverage was very good by Buckeye defense as well.
Buckeye has certainly stepped up the coverage, with the only thing going for a lot of yards being Cole Martin's play that set him up there. Tarasenko with plenty of time. He's going to try and coffin corner this one. Gets a bounce and rolls just barely into the end zone. We almost saw another electric punt that would have pinned Buckeye in a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, he put that right where he wanted to. Just unfortunate that couple yards too many for him, but almost snuck that run and just pinned the Buckeye offense. But instead, we'll start out at the 10-yard line. The 20-yard line, I apologize.
A little touchback action. 1st and 10. Big drive coming up with clock winding down in the 3rd quarter. Ricardo Juarez with split wide receivers this play. Hands it off on the 2nd time, and he finds Haskin. Haskin makes a cut and finally wrapped down by Marshall Gillette. Tried to make a strip at the last second was Penskover, but I think they'll rule him down.
Just an aggressive run. You know they needed to get the ball to him. They do. Just surprised that they were able to get someone there. It seemed like he had the open field in front of him. Just able to nick his shoe and get him tripped up a little bit there. Great play on defense. Don't let that get out of hand.
Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
It was a well-designed play, but with the aid of a penalty, that will push them back. Spot foul, so it happened a few yards downfield. It'll be about 1st and 15. 1st and 16.
Not really want after a big play like that.
Little defeating that the play was called back for a holding for these Hawks, but offense has shown signs of life in this 2nd half. Motion man, fake the handoff to him and give it underneath to Parker. Parker battling his way forward, gains back 7 yards.
Yeah, Parker, 5'9" only. I mean, he is just a little spark plug in there. Not the biggest guy in the world, but he's got speed on him.
Definitely utilizing their speedy weapons, the elusive guys. Shamar Parker does a good job of being elusive when he needs to, but also just putting his shoulder down between the tackles. 2nd and 8. Motion man to the 3 wide receiver side. Juarez is looking, pumps. Now he lofts one. Almost an incredible, unbelievable catch made by Darius Haskin, but it falls to the turf, incomplete. Big 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And you can see the Crusaders are starting to kind of read what the game plan is a little bit here. Darius Haskin kind of double-teamed on that drive, on that play right there, and it seems like they're trying to crack down on him getting loose.
So Haskin is starting to get hemmed in on. Maybe one of these other receivers can come up with a big play, such as Xavier Scott, Devon Standard, or Salvador Castro.
Sometimes that's all you need is one player to take all of the energy, so then you can kind of focus on your other guys.
3rd and 8, empty formation. In motion is Parker, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, fires over the middle, and Haskin can't believe he didn't get the flag. Making the hit was Cole Martin. Really close call there. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, Haskin's not happy about that one. Really trying to force the ball to him there. Kind of found some open coverage. Just a little bit too low of a throw on that one. And it looks like the punting unit's coming on.
Yeah, Cole Martin with a good hit, forcing the incompletion. The timing of the hit is what made Haskin upset. No call, and on to punt is Egypt Bandit. Bandits punts a high one, decent distance. Fair catch made by Penscover right around midfield at his own 49-yard line. So here come the Crusaders, who have been rolling on offense most of this game. Another touchdown might be too much for Buckeye to overcome, requiring a third possession there. Up 10, and clock almost expired here on the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Pistol again for Tarasenko. Sends a man in motion and just hands it off to Ben Luters. Pile pushing and a gain of 3.
Seems like they're just going to try to let this one go and take it out down to the fourth quarter.
They might run one more before we end here. We got about 25 seconds and counting. All the guys are looking to the sideline for the signal right now. The trademark pistol formation of this Crusader offense. Tarasenko's looking, he's surveying, and he fires, finding his man complete. It's Cole Martin out of bounds near the 35.
Yeah, that one just had a little bit too much time on that play right there. I mean, had too much time in the pocket and is able to find the open receiver, and that's going to get him a fresh set of downs. With one more play in this quarter, do you think they try something here?
Depends when the referee runs the clock. I'm sure he'll fire one to the end zone given the chance. Out of bounds, so no clock running. Yeah, they will run one more play here. Same formation as always. Tarasenko just hands it off to Luters, breaks one tackle, and powers his way through another man to get inside the red zone. But that is the end of the third quarter. We will return to you with the final quarter of the action, back after a short break.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco Family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions.
Welcome back to the action here, folks. Fourth quarter, man in motion already for Tarasenko. It's a quick toss pass, and it is to the man, Gunner Penscover. Does a decent job right there, getting about 7 yards.
Quick coming out of this quarter with a little bit of a screen play right there and able to get the yardage they need.
Very easy completion right there for Tarasenko. Gets to count as a pass because he throws it forward, just that little touch pass where they basically throw their two hands in front of him. Ball is right into the chest. Here comes full house formation. Lueders running the football, powering his way through people, and he's just brought down at the 1. One of the most powerful runs we've seen all night, just short of an epic touchdown.
Lueders a strong runner. We saw it on a couple plays earlier before that quarter it ended. Just an impressive play.
Hurry up offense, full house, and he's in for the touchdown. Ben Lueders has another.
And they have gone all around the football this evening. It hasn't just been in the air. It's been on the ground. It's been everywhere that it seems like Northwest Christian is starting to dominate this full game.
Big extra point forthcoming. Chance to put the lead at 17 and make it a 3-possession game with 11 minutes and change in this fourth quarter. Kick is up and good, and it is now 3 possessions. Going to be a very tough climb for the Hawks to get out of this one. What, Kobe, in your opinion, would be the Hawks' only chance of getting back into this one?
I think the biggest thing that they're going to want to do is get the ball down the field quick. I mean, you got not 1, not 2, but 3 scores you're going to need to put on the board in a matter of minutes now. Your best case scenario is, getting a quick score up there, just trying to get the offense moving. I don't think you have any time to waste.
Absolutely. I wonder if they will dig out any more trick plays on the Pooney Ellis sideline to see if they can score another one quickly. Had that jet sweep pass that gave Darius Haskin his first touchdown pass of the year. As getting ready to kick this one off is Cameron Main. He squibs it again, trying to prevent the big return. And they'll charge up the middle. Tackle made that time by Cole Musikari.
I think the biggest thing that this Northwest Christian team is trying to do is play a little keep away right now. They've seen how effective Darius Haskin's been all day today. And it seems like that whether it's through the air, whether it's playing defense, they don't want to have this ball in this man's hands.
Definitely something that the Crusaders have hemmed in on and executed pretty well to this point. Limited touches for Haskin, but when he does get the football, he makes the most of it. Trips wide receivers to the right side, bottom of the screen. Juarez takes the snap and hands off to Parker. It's only getting 2 yards. In on the tackle was Marshall Gillette.
An interesting decision to run there. I mean, just trying to get the offense going, get them pushing. Obviously, the run game has been a big part of this offense so far. So, interested to see how many more quarterback runs we're going to see from Juarez to finish out this night.
Definitely could still pull some off here with 11 minutes to go and counting, but as time dwindles and dwindles, going to need to throw more here, and that's exactly what he'll do from an empty set. Juarez with trips to the bottom of the screen, looks quickly, throws the screen, and got it complete to his man who works out of bounds. Making the play that time is Salvador Castro.
Yeah, good quick pass, able to find the open receiver, Castro. And unfortunately, they couldn't get a first out of it, but gives them a way more interesting 3rd and short. Would be surprised if we didn't see a run here.
3rd and a yard. Just got to keep the sticks moving and get back to it on 1st down. Third and short. They still spread them out. 3 wide receivers on the left side, but it is a quick handoff. A faked rather, and Juarez will use his legs to gain a 1st down.
Able to poke it in there, and, we've said this all broadcast long, but the importance of having a quarterback that can use his legs is just insane, the difference it can make, especially in situations like that.
Really allows for versatile play calling right there. Good fake that time as Parker had his back directly turned to us here in the broadcast booth. Thought he had it for a minute. Good job moving the sticks. 1st and 10. And the offense desperately needing to get into the end zone here. Empty set for Juarez once again. Whistle blown last second. And I believe this will be a delay of game.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
It is delay of game. Got the official confirmation from the referee there. They took a long time in that huddle, so I believe they'll just run the same play. At 1st and 15, empty set. Juarez takes the snap, looks to his right, fires, and a nice circus catch. Hauled in one-handed from Davon Standard.
An impressive grab, kind of going over his shoulder a little bit there, able to rein it in, bring the other hand in to confirm that catch. An impressive first down.
What a great catch to get the sticks moving, keeping this drive alive. I thought that one would have ended up out of bounds with the amount of heat on that pass. And Standard sticks his hand out, tips it to himself, and makes the play. Juarez, this time hands off to Parker. Parker's got a lane, and Parker with a nice 14-yard run to the outside.
He just breezes past the defense on that one right there, just completely going around them and able to poke through for that first down.
Getting close to the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 22. Pretty efficient on time. The offense is moving quite well. And the Hawks looking for big score, big play. 9.5 minutes to go in this one. Juarez takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to his right, evades pressure, gonna run himself. Stiff arm spins a man, gets free off of 2, and pushes himself into the 15-yard line.
An impressive run. Typically, we see quarterbacks who are going to go down on a knee right there, get a slide, get out of the play. Juarez using his body right there. An impressive play.
Not Ricardo Juarez. He is ready to make men miss, and that's exactly what he just did on that play. Split wide receivers here 2 by 2, but he sends Haskin in motion, fakes it to him, gives it to Parker. Parker finds himself a nice lane, pushing inside the 10-yard line, and he sets up a 1st and goal for the Hawks.
Like what you see here, a lot of time being taken off the clock. That's not so good in terms of being able to take this game away, but the offensive approach in this drive has been immaculate. They have succeeded in terms of what I think the game plan is drawing up for this drive was.
They're moving efficiently on this drive for sure, and it was desperately needed. Juarez takes the snap, rolls out right immediately, fires to the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Too much on it, intended for Davon Standard.
Yeah, just like you said, a little too much on it right there. Just kind of hooks it out of bounds instead. But if you're going to miss, you'd rather miss stronger than miss lighter on that play.
Absolutely. Don't want any room for a potential interception. It's either your guy gets it or no one gets it. Going to make it 2nd and goal from the 7. Juarez running in the play. Parker to his right, as well as Haskin in the slot, goes in motion. And a little reverse play to him here. Gets to the outside and trying to spin, but can't evade the tackle of Devin Helmer.
He got right down there. When we've seen Haskins get the ball, I think he's getting more than 10, 15 yards every single play. That one, though, good play by the defense to just stomp him out before he could get any real yardage.
It is a run play, though, so the clock ticking here. 3rd and goal from the 4. And the Hawks will send out trips to the left side, top of the screen. Isolated one-on-one with Xavier Scott. It's a fake handoff, run, touchdown. Ricardo Suarez does what he does best and uses his legs.
We've seen it a lot today, and it has been impressive to watch. Just a good run, found the hole, knew the play all along, and just able to sneak it up the middle.
I think it was very important that Shamar Parker had that nice outside run, so the fakes have more meaning, faking it off to Parker, and Juarez takes advantage of good offensive blocking up front. The Hawks trying to get back within 10 points with this extra point. It's now 38-28 in favor of the Crusaders. Kobe, it ain't over yet. It's going to be a tough road to climb, but the Hawks not going away.
Not going away at all. I mean, the biggest thing here is going to be to get a stop as quick as you can, because you don't need the ball once, you need it twice. So the big drive for them coming up. If they can get a big stop here, it's going to make this game a lot more interesting heading down to the final minutes.
Especially if they can get a very big 3-and-out. It's been very hard to do against this talented Northwest Christian offense.
Seems like even with the penalties, we've talked about it, they were in their own end zone. They're able to find guys that are open. I think the biggest thing for them is to kind of keep that zone coverage a little bit. The man-to-man just hasn't been working tonight for them. So if they can kind of keep a zone, give them a little bit of space, they may cause some trouble for those receivers who are getting those 60-yard passes.
Absolutely, and with the reads that Tarasenko has been able to make, it's hard to justify putting man coverage out there because Tarasenko can really pin it where he wants to. So that zone coverage and passing off, they've loved the slant tonight. Passing off that slant to the next guy, maybe they can jump a slant route and force a big turnover. Although I expect a lot of running from Ben Luters on this ensuing drive. Kicks it deep, expecting an onside that time was the Crusaders, but a quick touchback here. Be 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line here for the Crusaders. One man in the backfield, 4 wide receivers for Northwest Christian. Tarasenko sends a man in motion, and another touch pass, finding some room to the outside, makes a cut, and he's gone once again. Gunnar Penskover, the track meet star, he's got another long touchdown. Crusaders.
I mean, we've seen it before. We saw it again. Funny enough, Tarasenko gets another passing touchdown from that just because of the little toss that he had made. And just the Crusaders flexing their muscles right now as they make it once again a 3-score ball game.
This Buckeye defense has battled, but the Crusader offense has been almost impossible to stop. They can beat you in so many ways. That extra point was no good, shanked left, and that's very important. It is not a 17-point game, rather a 16-point one. The Hawks still have some hope right now.
A little bit of hope to keep this game alive. Now only 2 scores, not the 3 that we had once assumed.
Wow. That could be really big depending on what happens next. Uncharacteristic miss.
Yeah.
Right there from Cameron Main. He's been perfect all day except for that last one. So hold on a minute. It ain't over yet once again. Here comes the kick from Maine. This time he boots it high and deep into the air. Returned by Castro. He's working right to the outside. Gets a block from Haskin and crosses the 25-yard line. So a decent job right there but a flag on the play that sits at about the 37.
You're going to go 10 yards from the end of the run. Holding 10 this way. Holding during the return, number 8. 10-yard penalty, but first down.
So a holding call there brings the Hawks back a little bit. Not as good field position here. 44-28, 16-point game. Just barely a 2-possession game. 7:36 to go. And the Hawks not out of it yet, but a very tall order ahead of them.
Very tall indeed with not much time left. I know we talked about how important this running game is. They're going to need to get some big plays in a hurry if they want to make this one a game.
If they want to run the ball, they're going to need chunk running yards here. But we'll see what they can come up with. Trips wide receivers to the top. Juarez snaps. He's looking to throw. Throws a mid-screen. Finds Haskin. Slips one tackler. Going to come back across the field. And he's finally thrown down by a couple defensive linemen. But we got another flag on the play, and the Buckeye Hawks might be going back. Got some sorting here from the referees. Here comes the call.
54 grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Holding. Offense, number 54. That penalty is declined. Second down.
So, with no gain on the yardage, actually a loss of yardage there, the Crusaders will opt to let another down tick off instead of take the yardage. Good defensive play and a nice description from our head referee right there saying that 54 threw him down. So that's holding.
Very descriptive there. We always appreciate that.
Ricardo Juarez knows they have a lot of ground to cover, so coach sends them out in the empty set, takes the snap, looks to his left, fires quickly, got a man, it's Castro, and Castro sprinting near the first down marker.
He's got some jets on him. He was able to kind of speed through after the catch. Not enough for the first down, though, and that'll bring up a second and manageable for the Hawks.
Third down, actually.
Third down.
And short. They declined the penalty there.
That's right.
That's what ticked the extra down. So, 2 yards to go here on this third down. Another empty set. Juarez has got trips to his right side. Looks there right away. Throws the screen to Haskin. And Haskin with a quick juke move. So he gets the first down and a few more yards. And that's why you get to Haskin. Makes a man miss for that important first down.
An explosive runner nonetheless. A very powerful run once again. And that'll move the chains for him in a detrimental spot for the Hawks right now, needing to put up some points if they want to stay in this game.
Clock slowly ticking down to about 6.5 minutes here. Continued empty sets from the Hawks. The sense of urgency is there. Man in motion, faking the touch pass and letting Juarez power his way through the middle. Not ruled down yet, but finally called down after about 8 yards.
Yeah, an impressive run right there. We know the legs on him. He's a powerful runner. He runs like a running back for sure. A good run right there. Not enough though.
Keeps them in a good position, second and short. Definitely the right time to launch this football as far as you can. Although the secondary is playing quite off, hard to do so. More empty set. Juarez looks to his left, pumps. Now he throws to the left, and he's got Haskin. Makes 2 men miss, and finally wrapped up at the 45.
Yeah, you see the coverage on him. They tried to have more guys there. Didn't matter for him to catch the ball, but definitely slowed him down after.
All eyes on him. And they did a good job of hemming him in, but it seems like every time he touches the football, one person, at least one person, misses a tackle.
Yeah, at least. I mean, he is a powerful runner. It's just, whether it's through his legs, through the power he has, he's an impressive guy to watch.
Suarez takes it on an empty set. Quick pass, caught, complete. Evading one tackler, but not the second. Tackle made by Anthony Gonzalez. Catch coming from Easton Kerr.
Tried to go for a little quick play to get some yardage out of that, but I think it's a little too late right now. I think they're going to be much more beneficial off of some of the deeper throws that they can try to pull off.
Juarez sends a man to the other side of the formation. Takes a snap, but the side judge on the Crusader sideline is signaling for a false start.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Puts the Hawks back an additional 5 yards for 2nd and 12. And now under 5 minutes to go in this ball game, everything needs to go right for the Hawks. Continued trend this drive of an empty formation. Ricardo Juarez with 3 wide receivers to his left. He's looking towards the middle, fires over the middle, and it was tipped that time by Ben Luters, showing you that he's a two-way player out there.
The versatile Ben Luters. Yeah, really good play right there. Just read the pass, able to stick his hand out there. Might have caused some trouble if he bumped it a little harder, but able to just make that an incomplete pass and just create an even more difficult journey for the Buckeye if they want to win.
3rd and 12. Everything 4-down territory now, so you can play this in 2 plays. You don't have to pick it all up right here. I recommend that the Hawks try and gain some yardage and make 4th down manageable. Juarez sprints up the middle, powers through Luters, gets off another guy, and drags 3 defenders for a 1st down.
Fighting for the yardage there. I mean, we've said it before, he's a big runner, and he just commands the field when he's running around.
Big run that time. I can't believe he ran through Ben Luters. Empty set. Juarez. He's looking. Patience. Lofts one to the end zone. And just out of the reach of Xavier Scott.
Great pass right there. I mean, I like the idea. You know, you want a touchdown, you want to get it quick. Unfortunately that he couldn't get enough on it right there. But an impressive throw.
Showing his ability to throw the football as well. That pass had some nice touch. Close defense right there from the Crusaders. It's a tough play to make and bring in. This time, Darius Haskin in the slot. Juarez decides to take off, but this time tackled early, and the play made by Nick Bashma.
He kind of thought he saw a route to the left a little bit, thought he had a little bit of running room, but that hole quickly closed on him as he escaped it.
The first timeout of this half taken by the Hawks, so we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be right back when they break the huddle.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel
Hi,
Dentistry.
my name is Eric
It's where
Perry,
my
and I'm
wife
the
and I
proud
have
owner
gone.
of
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about
Hi,
Angel
my name is
Dentistry.
Eric
It's where
Perry,
my wife
and I'm the proud
I have
owner
gone
of
for
Eagle
over
They are
10 years.
Lambright's special
Trust
field
them with
correspondent
I've been in
our
this
for the
industry for over
Varsity
25
Sports
years, and I'm the
because
current
Join me
president of the
every
Dr.
Saturday
Amber
Arizona
Angel
from 8
Contractors
is
to
an
10
Arizona
a.m.
native born in the
Our
town of
mission is to
Miami.
provide the
JR's
absolute best
Practices in
customer
the Valley over
experience,
I
and we
share
operate
For
all over the
general
entire state of
comprehensive
Arizona.
dental
Texas who
services,
travel
call
We will come out and
602
provide a courtesy, no obligation worth
788
inspection
located off of
Dinner,
as well as an
Reading,
estimate within
edification
24
on
hours.
KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Welcome back to the action here, folks. 4th quarter, The Hawks on their last legs right here, 3rd and 10, and Ricardo Juarez trying to lead the comeback. He's surveying and escapes pocket pressure, head down and run, but he'll only pick up about 3 yards before being tackled by Griffin Clapp.
Yeah, we've seen him use his legs a lot today, and that time it seemed like it was more because he was in trouble and trying to find somewhere to go there. But now an interesting 4th down here. I mean, don't forget that a score still makes this, a touchdown with a 2-point conversion still makes this a 1-score game.
Another timeout coming from Buckeye, so we'll take a short break as well. Coming back to the action after the huddle.
Hey guys, Vince here. I'd like to introduce you to my friend Eric Perry. He owns Eco Roofing Solutions. They're local and a big supporter of high school sports all over Arizona. Yes, they're statewide.
A little bit about me and Eco Roofing Solutions and what we're about. I'm a 3rd-generation roofer here in Arizona, and I've been doing this for 25 years.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buckeye Union High School. In the booth, Lucas Metzner alongside my color analyst, Kobe Van Noort. The Buckeye Hawks down to their last chance to stay in this game, 4th and 8, 3:11 to go, trailing 16 points. Juarez in the shotgun with a running back for the first time in a while, rolls out right, fires a pass, and it's caught for a Buckeye touchdown! Darius Haskin making the play.
Huge play for this offense. This game isn't quite over yet. Ran a perfect route right there. An amazing pass and catch from both sides and a Buckeye touchdown.
So here comes the all-important 2-point conversion. Going to be very difficult if they don't pick this up right here. Juarez receives the play call and runs it into the squad. I'm honestly expecting a quarterback run with him of some sort here. He'll line up in the shotgun. Parker to his left, and a timeout coming from the Northwest Christian Crusaders. They don't like what they see. They'll rethink the defense. We'll take a short break and be right back once the teams return to the field.
Hi Varsity sports fans, this is Shai Gara. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime where we break down different highlights from sports locally or otherwise. So plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content, of course, high school football, and maybe some professional stuff such as NFL highlights from the previous week.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Buckeye Union High School in Buckeye, Arizona. The Buckeye Hawks down to their last chance here, desperately needing a 2-point conversion. Juarez sends Haskin in motion, fakes it to him, looking, running out of time, scrambling to the pylon, reaches out, and he's got the 2-point conversion.
What a strong run. We've seen how capable this guy is running outside of the pocket, and it shows it right there. Just able to tiptoe down that line and poke it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 1-score game, folks, with 3 minutes left to go.
Wow, wow, wow. Just when the stadium might have been packing up to leave, it was looking like this one could have been over, but no. This game's still full of life. The Hawks with a very valiant effort right now, but it's not over yet. The kickoff team presumably going to come up with their best onside kick. So down 8, needing the football back, 3:05 left to go, and the Hawks down to one final timeout. Tall task ahead of them. I expect Rolando Negrete to come out of an onside. Oh, he does not do the team onside all grouped up over there. Could still be an onside, just with a little more trickery here. It is an onside. It's fumbled by the first guy, but recovered by the second line of defense for the Crusaders.
Got a little worried right there when it kind of slipped past the first defender, but luckily enough on it for Northwestern to just roll into their hands.
Garrett Lentz, the 5'7" junior long snapper, coming up big on the hands team that time to recover it. Northwest Christian returning to the full house pistol formation, and if this one is not a 3-and-out, this could be over for Buckeye quite quickly. Handoff up the middle to Looters. Tackled, but not after a gain of 4 or 5. Tackle made by Chronicles Jones.
A bigger game for him right there as the clock is winding down, but it looks like we may have an injured Buckeye on the field.
Injured Buckeye on the field. Training staff is going to look at him real quick. So we're going to step away, take a short break, and we'll be back after a short commercial.
Hey guys,
Hi,
Vince
everyone.
here.
Nice
I'd like
to
to
meet you.
introduce
Hi,
you
Varsity
to my
sports
friend
fans.
Eric
This is
Perry.
Shy
He owns
Gara.
Eco
Make sure you
Roofing
stay
Solutions
tuned for
and a
our
big
half down
supporter of
different
high school
highlights from
sports all over.
sports locally or otherwise. So plenty of entertainment and content coming your way if you stick around with us. What I personally think is cool about our halftime show is we cover different sports, maybe some you might not expect, and a variety of different content.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years.
Welcome back here. Buckeye Hawks looking for a big defensive stand. It's 2nd and 6. Tarasenko with an extra wide receiver out in the formation, still in pistol. Marshall Gillette and Ben Looters in the backfield, waiting for the signal from coach and to take down as much time as possible till the back judge is counting. Tarasenko hands it off to Looters. Looters runs right and powers through past the first down. It's looking very tough for Buckeye to retain the football right now after a first down converted by Ben Looters.
Yeah, that one just about seals it. A very, very tough loss for the Buckeyes right there. Really wanted to get a stop. But there's still time on that clock. You never know what can happen in a football game.
One timeout, just under 2 minutes to go. It's not quite over yet, but Northwest Christian could potentially bleed the rest of this clock here. High snap, given to Looters, tackled in the backfield. What a play made by Damian Cruz.
A big stop right there. Question is, what will they do with that last time out? Will they use it? Will they even have a chance to use it? We'll see if they get a chance to exercise it finishing out this drive.
Looks like it might come after a 2nd or 3rd down play. But yeah, this is coming down to the wire, and if Buckeye can even get this football back at all, there will not be a lot of time left for them, if any. A timeout here.
Offense.
Called by the Northwest Christian offense, getting too close to that play clock expiring. Grinding out as much clock as possible, now under a minute left. So if my football math is right, let's say hypothetically, the Buckeyes get 2 stops, but we know the Crusaders will be running the football. So the clock runs the entirety of the second down play, and then it gets close to maybe 15 or 10 seconds before they snap the third down play. You could use the 1 timeout with maybe a little less than 10 seconds. So you probably got time for either 1 return or 1 return and 1 play. And that's about it. It's looking really, really slim odds for the Buckeye Hawks, but I know they haven't given up yet.
Haven't given up yet, indeed, and it's going to be big to see what happens right here.
Double power I formation, and it's a toss play to Looters. They're clearing a path for him, and he is past that first down marker, and that should do it for the Buckeye Hawks' chances tonight. But, man, what a football game.
What a football game indeed. Looters right there. He's been showing his power all night, showcasing it one last time to kind of put this game away. But, yeah, back and forth, left and right, the pendulum was swinging the whole game long, and it seems like this one's going to end up in Northwest Christian's favor.
Obligated to run one final play here. Should be a knee as Gunnar Penscover gets about 25 yards back. Tarasenko takes the knee, and the Crusaders will win this one. Kobe Van Noort, have you thought of a player of the game?
My player of the game is Ricardo Juarez. I mean, he came into this game not knowing if he was going to be, how much playing time he was going to get, and he ends up taking advantage of his role completely with powerful runs, powerful throws all around. A great game, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do next week in terms of, is he going to play? Is it going to be Zachary again? It'll be interesting to see what they do coming into next week's matchup.
Yes, so moving to 6-0 on the season is the Northwest Christian Crusaders, taking sole possession of first place in the 4A West Valley. Meanwhile, for the Buckeye Hawks, they move to 5-1, sitting at second place in the the West Valley of 4A. What a fantastic game. Great display of offense, defense, and special teams. And Evan Tarasenko stole the show for the Crusaders tonight.
Stole the show as per usual. We know he was going to come in for, they had a big offensive approach, and it was an impressive game by him and his receiving corps.
So that'll do it. Crusaders take this one 44-36. From the broadcast booth, I'm Lucas Metzner. For my cuddler analyst, Kobe Van Noort. For the technical director, Josh Jones. And for all our crew working on this game, we bid you good night. Thank you.